Hi, everyone, and welcome to Baka Bitches. We are two 30-something-year-olds who enjoy drinking and discussing anime. I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Hannah, and we'll be watching Ouran High School Host Club. And just fair warning, we will be watching this as a dub and not a sub. Don't come at us. Other disclaimer is that there will be spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled, pause and watch the episode yourself and then come back and listen along. We will also be going over explicit content and we'll probably say some pretty explicit things, so listener, beware, and it's to your own discretion.
We hope you enjoy. Pour yourself a drink and join us. Hi everyone, welcome to Baka Bitches. We are two 30-something-year-olds who enjoy drinking and discussing anime. I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Hannah. And what are we going to be drinking tonight, Steph?
Tonight we went simple. We have Smirnoff whipped cream vodka mixed with copious amounts of ice and a little bit of club soda.
And
Not
you
bad.
know what? It's amazing.
So, Hannah, what are we going to be watching tonight?
Okay, so tonight's episode is episode 7, and it is called Jungle Pool SOS. And this, the plot of this is the host club drags Haruhi to the Tropical Aqua Garden, a water-themed park and restorative health facility owned by the Otori family. Fun ensues until an accident involving the wave pool accidentally separates Honey Senpai from the others, and the rescue mission is underway. Haruhi and Takashi set off together to locate Honey Senpai and meet the Black Onion Squad instead. Honey is found. Kyoya Otori has some great data, and Haruhi expresses her interest in going to the real beach. So yet again, I feel like this episode is kind of a filler episode in a way.
Aren't all the episodes filler episodes?
Yeah, that's kind of how they make the anime, in all honesty, is just like filler episode, but we love it. We're
The
here
entire
for it.
anime is Haruhi's so smart. Had
But
a
is
slight
she?
problem because she is kind of clumsy.
Yeah. And, well, okay.
Dropped a vase or knocked over a vase, and then now she's indebted to this, and now all we see episode after episode after episode is just filler. Because every time we
Fair.
hear her reference all the things she should be doing. I should be doing laundry.
I should be studying.
I should be studying. I should be anywhere but here. But we only ever see her in the but here.
Yeah. Because she really doesn't have that much of a spine to be like, no, I'm actually going home. Bye. Yeah, it was an interesting episode. I will give it this. Even though it didn't feel like there was too much of a plot or too much of like anything of substance, you still got to actually know Takashi and Honey Senpai a little bit more. And maybe that's kind of what this whole episode is about.
Yeah, because more recently we saw a little bit more about the twins.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then who was it before then? The really quiet one who Video Game Girl was super after.
Oh, Kyoya. But you don't like, I mean, you kind of get...
But it was more personalized towards him. A little bit more tailored.
A little bit more, but really it was
attention.
about Renge.
Well,
but
I love a good Renge.
I mean, but this episode only slightly touches on those two. But yeah, let's start from the beginning.
Yes.
In more detail.
Yes.
I think that's gonna help. So we just open up with Haruhi looking at this sky there's a grid above her, more or less, that is portraying this really sunny sky, barely any clouds, whatnot.
Hunger Games status, guys. Hunger Games status.
There was a lot of Hunger Games flashbacks to this in a way. And, tropical theme. Like, they really love the tropics and
How
the
else
beaches.
are they going to always be mostly naked?
Fair point.
They need a reason to be almost always naked all the time.
Yeah. And humidity and the beaches.
Yeah, humidity.
It makes sense.
It makes my clothes disappear.
It just melts away.
What clothes?
We just have disposable clothing, I guess. I don't know.
So Haruhi's in the tropical aqua garden.
Yeah.
That's how the episode unfolds.
Yes. And Otori is Kyoya's family. And that is who owns this giant... basically, it's like any pool-related theme park. Really, just on a different level. Because, rich people. Right? So there's yet again... live animals in this thing, because if you have live palm trees and jungle aesthetic, of course you also have to have the animals that go with it. So, we see parrots and tropical birds.
And reptiles. Eventually, spoiler alert.
Big ol' reptiles.
Big ol' reptiles.
Ones that would just murder you easily. It's fine.
Totally tropical aqua garden paradise, if you asked me.
Yeah, and Haruhi is like, why am I even here right now? This is a waste of time.
Good question, Haruhi. Let's find out in a 20-second snippet how you got to be here.
Yeah, so they flash back to basically she was at school, and the twins snatch her, like, each arm of hers up, and they're like, target acquired, we caught her,
So mischievous.
So crazy. And then a limo rolls up on them, and it's, guess who? Tamaki up in there. He already has his, he's still wearing his school outfit, but he has a lei on. He's got sunglasses.
He finally got laid. Finally. Wasn't Haruhi, but he got laid.
Yeah, but you know what? That's what counts.
Sure,
yeah, we'll go with that. So, and then they basically just shove her into this nice limo, and they take off to this place, which I guess is... There's no grand opening official, and they have the host club has special access to it to experience it before it's open to the public, basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I thought it was just only family owned. It was never going to be for the public.
Oh, it's definitely for the public.
Oh.
Because...
With large reptiles? Does that seem safe?
Well, no. That is the opposite of health and wellness, which is what Kyoya's family...
advertised as.
Yes. Kyoya's family is like, well, it's a nice place, and it's for, the health and the wellness of the public or whoever wants to go in. And, so they're really more or less like, this is a giant... pool thing, but we're gonna label it as a health and wellness spa because, I don't know, probably tax breaks,
Oh, smart.
Yeah, which I don't know if you would get any tax breaks for the fact that there are giant alligators just roaming around.
Damn, spoiler.
Is
that what the large reptiles are?
Those were, and there were so many of them, just free-ranging.
There was. Well, I mean, what else are they doing but reproducing?
Chilling in the lazy river, I guess.
That's what I would be doing.
Same.
Okay, so Haruhi, we now have had her mini flashback from 4 seconds ago where we find out how she arrived
Yeah.
at Tropical Aqua Garden.
Creative name. Here for it.
And then, as is the case with everything related to her, she gets ambushed again.
Always. That
So
girl.
not only was she ambushed and then limoed in this episode, but she's immediately ambushed and then taken to the changing rooms
Basically, yeah.
to pick out an adorable swimsuit for her. And some of the swimsuits we saw were not adorable, but were quite questionable.
Yes, even the one that was suggested, because picture this, it's the twins leading her to this changing room where she is met by another set of twins, but they're girl twins because they've got to go in and help her.
They have to help her.
They have to help her
because
get
she doesn't know how to
undressed.
bathing suit.
No, she is baby. She doesn't know anything. She's just a baby.
Yeah. She's like us. She's just stupid.
I barely knew how to get dressed today.
She can't figure her way in and out of a swimsuit.
Right.
So they hold up a multitude of options for her.
So many.
One of them being just literal strings tied together.
Like, that is something you would wear to a BDSM nightclub.
Which I only noticed secondary after you pointed it out. First and foremost, all I saw was like the coconut shelled
Oh, that was floating in the
top.
background?
Yes, was floating in the background because I understand that that's the visual representation for like the islander bikini outfit.
Sure.
But you never go to Hawaii and see someone actually wearing coconuts unless they're the fake ones. Because that shit is not comfortable.
No, it's not great.
It's not realistic. I don't know who made this image up.
But
This
it's not
ain't
good.
it. It's not it.
It's not it,
It's
fam.
not it. So that was what I noticed first. And then you said something about the little string bikini
Yes.
bottoms that were being held up. And then I realized that, yes, they are literal just strings tied together.
Literally. And it's like this red with little like
That's
metal
not a
ringlets.
swimsuit. It's not a
that
swimsuit.
hold-
It covers
It's
nothing.
Not. No,
it covers
that is
nothing.
that is sexy lingerie that you wear for your significant other. You know,
Yeah.
like that's you keep it not at a beach.
Or on your OnlyFans if you're getting money for it.
True,
Whatever.
absolutely. Got to give that fan service.
Yeah.
But no, she was about to do that for free, and she was like, listen, lady people, no.
So then she gets put into a different outfit.
Yes.
Completely pink, head to toe.
Yes.
All the pink.
So much.
With your favorite. A delicate, tiny 1-inch ruffle.
For like a skirt. you
For
know?
modesty.
Yeah, but
To
like
cover
why?
absolutely nothing.
It was, I know this is supposed to be a really cute swimsuit or something, but to
Only
me,
cute if you're 2
yeah,
or under.
absolutely. If a 2-year-old little girl was wearing that swimsuit, I'd be like, that's adorable. I love it. Here for it. But on a teenage girl,
On a high
I'm like,
schooler, mm-mm.
I mean, honestly, if you have not seen the episode, I bet you could research episode 7, and you would get a picture of what she finally wears. It's not that cute. I don't think it's that great. And then there was the swimming cap on top of it. Like, why is that necessary? It was
To
just a
protect
lot.
all of her hairs.
Except the hairs were poking out.
I
so
know. It
much.
was not.
It was not it, fam.
I feel like the outfit that they put her in and presented her as, it was what you would think is supposed to be cute. It's
innocent. Is that
right.
what we're going
It's
for?
pink. It's got the ruffles. It's got the matching cap. Like, ideally, objectively, sure. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be the epitome of cute.
Sure. Yeah.
Reality, it was not drawn cute.
No.
Which is really a disservice because one of the major notes that I wrote from this episode that has been a constant theme that I've noticed throughout all of the episodes, but really just this one that it stood out to me, is especially considering the year this came out, the animation style is completely gorgeous.
Yeah.
The way everything is illustrated, the way the characters are drawn, beautiful, looks flawless. But then they have a really comedic way of transitioning that really quickly to like,
Yeah.
you know,
This is the
drawing
quick
the
shit.
same character, but making them look like defeated or making them look humiliated or making them look whatever.
Yeah.
So I feel like the show does a really good job of pulling all these different emotions and drawing them out, animating them. And then, you know, I understand what the anime was going for with her swimsuit. The cute, innocent,
Yes.
pink, overly girly. So I get the concept of what they were going for, but they did not nail it on this one.
No, it didn't do a real service to Haruhi. Like, honestly, I'm okay with the color pink on her. I think that's cute because there needs to be kind of, because we always see her in this more masculine, like the academy uniform and all of that,
Right.
which is, you know, it's the
They're
boys'
neutral
uniform.
colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I don't expect Haruhi to be super girly, you know, on her days off from school, but I don't know. So I'm good with the pink. It's just the ruffles that kills it. It's the
cap.
the water cap. It's has
The
a
water
flower
cap
on
that's
it.
not protecting anything.
Absolutely.
At least
does
if it was
nothing.
functional and all of her hair was being held in it,
Sure.
then you could be like, all
Okay.
right, it serves a purpose.
Yeah, but
Does
then
not.
I'm also
Does
like,
not.
is she going for the swim team now? Is that what we're doing?
She never even went in the water. Remember,
No,
she didn't
she
even want to
never
do
did.
that. So
No.
there's no purpose.
There's no purpose to any of this. And, you know, aside from Tamaki just thinking she's the cutest thing in the world, and just like, he sees her in the swimsuit and he's like, no, this is way too much, and proceeds to give Haruhi a yellow, basically pullover hoodie that was short sleeved. You know, something you would kind of see out at the beach or a swimming pool. And she also ends up wearing these green, like, plaid baggy shorts too. That was also part of the deal. If there were like full body shots that you could see like these plaid green shorts along with it, and it was just, you know, I think it was for him because he thought like, oh, this is too cute, I can't, and I especially don't want the other host clubs to see Haruhi like that, I guess, which she's not wearing anything provocative. She's just wearing this one piece pink. It was almost how it was styled was like a school swimsuit, like a high school swimsuit that we kind of see in a lot of anime. It's just this classic one-piece swimsuit, and it's sewn a specific way where there's two sew lines in the front. So it creates a really specific silhouette and style, but it's pink, and then it has ruffles at the bottom to make this skirt-like thing. I don't know. It was just weird. I didn't like it. For me personally, would not prefer to see that on anyone. But, you know, and I guess Tamaki didn't want that either, because he's like, hey, throw this stuff on to preserve your innocence, more or less, was his excuse. He wanted to preserve Haruhi's innocence.
Didn't work.
I mean,
nobody else was around. Who cares? The twins mess with Haruhi because it gets to Tamaki. I feel like it's slightly entertaining for them. But,
it's
like, they're
definitely
not
that.
actually
I think they are.
wanting to get with her. They really want to get with each other.
I do, because, that too. Even
More than they want to get with each other?
I wouldn't say more, but I think Haruhi is the first person to maybe be right there with them, if that makes sense. Because if you recall the last episode when they were sneaking around in the middle school and they were dressed up, you know, Haruhi was in her brown thing, her brown uniform.
Her brown thing.
Her brown thing. You know, the thing that's brown that she wore. And then the wig, and they were like, all three of them, the twins and Tamaki, were like, she's so cute, and their faces were bright red. So I think that was an authentic reaction.
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
I can objectively think, though, that people are attractive, but not have a genuine interest in wanting to
I don't...
pursue
maybe.
something with the person, but maybe that's just me.
I don't know. It's a mixed bag, maybe. But I think there's a genuine... Maybe... I wouldn't say... Because Tamaki is on a different level, let's be honest. But the twins... yeah,
level.
I know.
He's full a space case. He's just out there. He's just
on
with
his
Saturn.
own.
We don't know what he's doing.
Like, Freud would have a field day with him.
He's the planet that's not a planet. He's just Pluto.
Oh, poor
What is
baby.
he even? Okay.
Yeah, so I would say that's Tamaki, very serious in love, where the twins might more or less be like, have a crush on her. You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's not serious.
No, it's not
Although, for
serious.
Tamaki.
Yeah, absolutely, it's serious.
Of course. Also, because high school. And hormones.
And drama.
Hormones.
Hormones.
We're talking about moans?
Are we whores now? Is that what we are?
Wow, this channel got weird.
For more hormones.
Please think about this quote.
Oh.
If you get it in the face, you lose. Who said that? Hannah, Stephanie, or Tamaki? Vote now.
Oh, yeah, go for it, my friends. It was me. It was all me.
It was one of us at some point.
was.
It was all of us together.
And you know, you guys can vote on that. Doesn't mean we'll give you the answer.
But literally, if you get it in the face, you lose.
I mean, I feel that. I get it. No, but...
All right, so then what
yeah.
happens? What is the major plot point that drives this episode?
So the major...
What happens?
Major plot point is we see Honey Senpai, who's once again either all over... what's his face? Takashi. I will get this.
It's the only name I remember now.
See, I keep wanting to confuse him with Tamaki.
Don't you dare.
Tamaki, Takashi, very close in pronunciation.
Sure. But not at all like in personalities.
Very different, actually opposite personalities. But anyways, so if Honey Senpai is either all over Takashi or he's all over Haruhi, right? And so he's doing his same cutesy thing, you know, where he's like, haha, I'm cute, look at this, blah, blah, blah. Do you want to drink coconut juice? Do you want to have some cake? You know, to Haruhi, just all up in her business. And she gracefully is like, yeah, let's go have some juice, man. And
She's here to be juicing, bruh.
She's here for the juice.
She's juicing.
And, you know, Honey is just like, oh, look at us in the wave pool or whatever it is.
Woohoo, I'm so cute.
So cute. And he can swim and everyone knows it. And so Haruhi's like, hey, Honey Senpai, if you can swim, why do you have this really cutesy floaty tube around you? And he's like, just because it looks cute. You know, it's adorable. It looks good on me, whatever he says. And
AKA, I'm so cute.
so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is. He's cute. He knows
Adorable.
it. He's announcing it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
In more words.
Yeah. And,
Between the lines.
And it took a special appearance from Renge, who
Renge.
just appears out of nowhere.
As she does.
As she does.
As rich people do.
On her little concert pedestal thing that just appears from the ground.
That everyone, and I say everyone, like 2 of them, are like, oh, That bathing suit is really something.
So great.
But it's literally just a black bikini.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's cosplaying, by the way, apparently.
Oh, because she has the fake tattoo.
Yeah, down her stomach.
Tattoo. Tattoo
for you.
Just on her entire navel area.
Yeah, it's
gigantic.
Fine. Yeah, just on her stomach.
For cosplay. I didn't quite understand. Who was she cosplaying as?
Okay.
What is this character?
I don't know, to be honest. I know I'm supposed to be...
Is it cosplay of a cosplay that doesn't exist?
Maybe. I don't know. Whenever this episode happens, I'm always like, is that another reference? Because they did a Millennium Snow reference when Renge first appears and they're making the film, and they're like, that director directed Millennium Snow.
I don't know what that is.
That is, I guess it could have been an anime, but I have 2 volumes of the manga for that. And I was like, okay, that's a legit reference to at least a manga. So I got that. I was like, ha, clever. Nice. And so I don't know if this is another reference to a legit anime that I've never heard of or seen, but she is role-playing. She's cosplaying as...
Same thing.
Basically, supposedly, as this one specific character from this one specific anime. And everyone's like, okay, you really don't... I wouldn't have guessed, because you don't really even look like that character. Because all she did is wear this black bikini and put her hair in a side braid.
Yeah.
And she's like,
no, I'm very
cosplaying. Yeah. So,
okay,
you know,
understood.
minimum effort. Budget cosplay. Okay.
So, Renge appears, and she's like, you silly little people, don't you understand what Honey is doing? And they're like, I don't know. All of them, including Haruhi.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that
her face was
sweet
just
summer child is...
But, like, she was equally as invested and confused and like, let's find out.
Yeah.
What is Honey Senpai actually saying?
He
is saying,
I am cute. I'm adorable. And
you see the lights turn on in all of their heads.
Because Renge basically points out that Honey Senpai, because of the recent events of another little boy playing the...
Oh, right. From one of the previous episodes.
Yes, from... was it last episode? It was last episode. So, because of that recent event of another lolicon...
Oh, who they deemed the naughty type.
Yes.
The naughty type boy.
The naughty little...
That we don't see again.
Type. Yeah, no. When he's gone.
But there was some level of rivalry competition.
Yes.
With Honey Senpai's type.
Yeah,
which is the cute, innocent, young, youthful,
yes,
playful.
And so now Honey is trying to
play up his type.
Yes, and overcompensate and kind of take back his title, more or less, with exaggerated things. Because technically he doesn't need to do this in front of the host club.
Right. They already know who he is. He's
already locked into his character and what he does.
He's just committed.
Yeah.
He's dedicated.
Yeah.
To his persona.
You know, and I guess that's fine. That's
overcompensate.
Cool. Overcompensate. I'm here for it. Anyways, so him and Takashi are basically swimming together.
Swimming?
Basically.
What do you mean? He was fucking riding him like a surfboard.
That's true. Yeah, he was just sitting on Takashi while Takashi was going against the current.
Yes, Takashi's going against the current, and Honey Senpai's just over here like,
look at us! We're swimming! And it's like, no, you ain't, kid. Shut up.
Nobody believes you for a second.
They just let it go, though. They're like, alright, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Fair.
Yeah. And,
heard.
You know, so, and nothing really that much happens outside of Takashi getting out of the pool, leaving Honey Senpai there to continue to swim against the current, which is fine. He was having a fun time. It's cool.
And he knows how to swim. And he has a floaty.
Yeah, he's good. He is good. He's covered.
Yeah, nobody's worried.
No, ain't nobody worried about that 8-year-old. So, okay, he's not 8, but he looks 8.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, what was it? It was Tamaki and the twins getting into a water gun fight, and that is where we get the most famous line.
If you get it in the face, you lose. As quoted by everyone on this podcast.
Yeah, that's
Guess who?
The new motto now, babies.
You get it in the face, you lose. So while they're having this little
battle, what would you
Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
tiff,
Yeah.
playful fight, gunfight, bring it to the gun show. Boom, boom.
Pew pew pew. there was so many pew pews to the face.
Oh.
So
we're getting it in the face. I didn't know it was the pew pews in the face.
well, of course, how do you get it in the face without the pew pews?
That's a good question.
I'm full of them.
Whew.
So this guns out, funds out thing, whatever they're doing, they're I don't. It's just for a gag. It is just for a gag. I get this. But logically, my brain still wants to figure out why, how, what. But during this intense combat, Tamaki slips on a banana peel that is just on the floor. Just on the floor.
Right.
And he goes flying.
Where are these banana peels coming from? You know, I really thought at some point we were going to be encountering monkeys in this oasis.
That would make the most sense.
Because where are these fucking banana peels coming from?
Don't know.
This is not the first. Let's count them out. So this was
This
was
is
it.
the first. This is the first where we see it. And it sends Tamaki flying into this totem pole thing, which somehow him slamming face first into this, which
Doesn't fuck up his teeth even a little bit.
or like kill him.
Oh,
I
sure.
mean-
Also that. I mean, I'd rather be dead than have fucked up teeth.
Yeah,
Just saying.
God forbid being alive with.
No, I'm just kidding. But really, like, so he's overall fine.
He's overall fine, but it
But-
turns this giant totem pole thing, which is apparently some sort of a computer thing that controls.
Of course it is.
Of course.
That controls the solar system of the tropical aqua garden.
Yeah, honestly, and creates this this huge tidal wave in the pool that Honey Senpai is in. Mm-hmm. And he basically just gets swept away, and everyone is like, "Oh no, not our Honey Senpai!" And they start trying to go after him. And Tamaki's like, after recovering from his face first thing, he's like, "We'll take that pool. We'll meet him. It'll go fast. It'll be fine." And that is when we run into so many fucking alligators.
Yeah, so in that switch
Yeah.
that happened there, we like really went from like tropical oasis to like fucking Hunger Games status.
Fucking nightmare.
Like everything just like flipped a switch. Everything that was calm and peaceful is now just so chaotic.
I would piss myself if I ran into an
So,
alligator.
yes, in this beautiful meditation, mental health and wellness oasis, we now have swarming alligators.
Yes.
They're just coming out of the woodworks for whatever reason that alligators
There's at
decide that they're
At
just
least 20 of
they're just
them.
like bored and they're just like, let's just alligator.
Let's just appear all of a sudden, and they're like, "Haha, nope." The whole group like runs the opposite direction, which I mean, fair. Anyone with half a brain cell would do that.
Of course.
I think.
Well, but Takashi has to
No.
continue forward
Yes.
because of the up until this point weird and unnatural relationship that he has with Honey Senpai. that we don't really fully understand.
No.
Except for the fact that we know that they're BFFs. Mm-hmm. We're not really sure why. We see it from the beginning. They're thick as thieves.
Absolutely.
They've got some undefined friendship. Mm-hmm. Loyalty between each other that no one really understands.
Yeah.
Like, at least with the twins, we know, like, well, they're like that. They're related. They're brothers. They're always together. I feel like with Takashi and Honey Senpai, we're more just like, we're not given the explanation, but we just accept it.
Yeah, we
as
do.
That's part of their character that they are.
Yeah, that's the dynamics.
So what I do really like about this episode is we find out a little bit more about why they're like that. Okay, so Takashi goes ahead because he's forging forward to find Honey Senpai. And then who steps in and is like, no, it's scary out there. I'm going to go with you. Who is it, Hannah? Tell us who.
Who is it? You really want to know?
I want to know. And if you get it wrong, it's going to be in your face and you lose.
Oh, what if I want it in my face?
Well, I mean, you also have to face being a loser then.
I'm already a loser, so it's fine. I have no shame.
Here for it. Okay.
No,
All right.
Okay. No. Okay, but seriously.
Yes.
It was Haruhi.
Of course, because she's not flimsy at all.
No, she's not this helpless little thing. Mm-hmm. I mean, spoiler alert, she absolutely is a helpless little thing.
Which is all we see for the next, preceding 5.5 minutes.
Yeah, it is so almost painful.
So she volunteers herself to go.
To protect.
Voluntells
Yes.
Voluntells Takashi, I'm going with you. It's scary.
It's scary. You need help.
And then immediately cutscene to roly-polies on the floor. And she's like,
I know, she's just crying. She's like, oh no.
And then he just scoops her up, one-armed, in his right arm, which is so strong. Why? Why do you think just his right arm is so strong?
Well, I mean, do you really want my answer to that?
So he scoops her ass up with one arm, and he's just single arming her. He's just palming her. One arm.
She's in his arms, bridal style-esque, but just one arm.
But one arm.
And we're
not breaking a sweat. He's fine. He's protecting them, even though it was so scary.
So scary, but he has the same face. No.
His face never changes, to be fair.
Never changes, and I'm here for it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I love that cool, collected.
Yeah. Even keeled as fuck.
I love the stability.
That man could witness mass genocide, and he would still have the same face.
I would be more scared if he was completely happy about the genocide.
True.
And didn't.
He just smiles.
If he broke character. That would be more terrifying.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so he scoops her up, carries her as he does his...
As he do.
Heroic battling of the elements.
You know what it is? He's probably so used to carrying Honey Senpai like that.
They're about the same weight. Fair.
Just about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
we get more background information.
Yeah, because this SWAT team has been notified. Apparently this place has a SWAT team, you guys.
And they weren't taking care of the alligators, but they're about to take care of a 17-year-old who looks like an 18-year-old. They're literally shooting to kill. Yeah. But not the alligators.
No, fuck the alligators. They're fine. But you know what's not fine? Having human beings inside the place that is for human beings, supposedly.
What they didn't advertise was that it was a tropical aqua garden for alligators. The humans are just fucking that shit up.
Yeah, it's this is not
their a habitat for them.
I mean, we fucking do as humanity, I guess. You know, that's just what we do. We fuck shit up.
So the SWAT team comes out.
Yeah.
Guns blazing. They're ready to go.
Alerted to the presence of human beings on the premises. And so they literally surround Takashi and Haruhi. And yet again, Takashi is just not phased. He's not showing any emotion, which, okay, not shocking. Haruhi's panicking,
Panicking while being one-armed.
One-armed, like every girl's dream. Like, maybe focus on that moment.
She would have been more helpful if she would have just fainted.
Yeah, honestly.
And just been passed the fuck out.
That would be so much more helpful.
I feel like it would have. That sounds terrible, but I do feel that way.
I mean, because otherwise she's just there freaking out, which does no one any good, So, more or less, that's when we see Takashi go into action, which I love. I'm here for it. And literally just punches a guy out. Like, just, that guy goes flying into the bushes, which probably has an anaconda or two in it.
Sexy.
So,
I'd love to see a good, thick anaconda.
From what tree?
The tropical aqua garden tree, obviously.
The Takashi tree.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. So, anyways, so they're still surrounded even though they've knocked this one guy out. And that's when, from the background, was it like some more guy? I kind of zoned out around this point. But I'm so sorry. I'm just being honest. So that's basically when Honey Senpai enters the ring. And he just wallops the rest of the guys, more or less.
No, that's really all that happened. Is we find out he's master jujitsu.
Yeah, jujitsu, karate.
Brazilian everything, karate.
Capoeira.
No. Ooh, taekwondo-doing.
Yeah, he's just mastered all of the things. And so we're like, what? This tiny little boy who pretends to be like 3 years old is...
He just gets younger and younger. We were earlier like 8 years old, and we're now like 3.
He's 3.
He's literally 3.
He's just barely a toddler.
He just stopped wetting the bed.
Yeah, basically. That's what it does. And he's a master at all of these martial arts, more or less. And so is Takashi. And it turns out that they're cousins. That is why Honey Senpai and Takashi are so close, is because they're cousins, I guess.
And hopefully it's not just the English dub that's making them pretend to be cousins, in Sailor Moon.
Listen, that's a whole other thing.
Right. No, it really is. That's why. But I don't actually know.
True.
Do you?
I don't actually know. I just take the English dub for what it is, right? So it could very well be a really different story.
Relationship?
Originally. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, curiosity. I feel like I need to know now. But so if we're taking just the dub,
yes,
as being literal truth for this anime,
yes,
they are cousins. Honey Senpai and Takashi are cousins. And that there has been a family loyalty happening for many, many years.
Centuries, even, I would say.
Yes. Just for as long as anyone has ever known.
Yeah.
There's just mutual respect and family loyalty happening there. And that's just what has continued. And then we have this small little montage of Honey Senpai and Takashi moments of just flashbacks of, Honey Senpai patting Takashi on the head. Or doing some weird shit like that. Oh. That's semi-degrading.
But Takashi's here for it.
But but it's not because everybody's okay with it. So whatevs.
I mean, Honey Senpai was just like, oh yeah, I'm the master of jujitsu and karate, and Takashi is the master of kendo, which is a different form of fighting in Japan. And so...
Thanks, I didn't know that. Honestly, did not know that. I've never heard this word up until now.
Oh man, you have so much to learn. So basically, Honey Senpai was just like patting Takashi on the head, like, you did good, my kendo little master. You know, and yeah, I don't know. It's just a weird side of Honey to see, because he still kind of had that playful air about him when he's like fighting these guys, but he was also way more serious too.
Oh.
You know, he's just portrayed like, oh, you know, I'm going to put these people in their place for, like, how dare they attack my friends? You know?
It wasn't because he was a cousin lover?
Maybe.
I'm a cousin lover, you're a cousin lover. We should fuck each other's cousins. Fucking each other's cousins. Is that how the song goes?
I think so.
Pretty sure that's how I heard it.
Yeah. I think that's how everyone heard it.
BT dubs, do you have any cousins?
I have so many cousins. I don't fuck them.
All I'm saying is opportunity.
No.
Opportunity knocks.
No. Absolutely. Stephanie, no. I may be single and desperate, but I'm not that desperate.
Heard. I have like 2 cousins.
That's it? Just 2?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Anyways.
But yeah, so, yeah, we got to see a lot more of the host club. Delve a little deeper into that. And then at the end of the day, they decided to pack up because...
Of course they did.
Because, I mean, after running into alligators in a motherfucking SWAT team with guns ready to kill, like, I'd be done with that day too. I'd be like, no, I'm going home and basically never coming out of my room for at least a month.
Yeah.
Because that's too much to deal with. And it turns out that Kyoya invited the host club to this place as guinea pigs, which shocking, so shocking for Kyoya to do.
His data.
It is.
It's for research.
He's a data boy. And he was just like, oh yeah, that's a good idea, you know, penning up the alligators instead of letting them roam free. Yeah, that makes sense. That could be a danger to, you know, people visiting. Yeah.
So smart, but so dumb.
So dumb.
So dumb?
So dumb. Yeah, like, I don't know, maybe he let them out of their habitat or something just to fuck with them. I almost feel like that's his thing.
That was his end game.
He just wants to be entertained, and, you know, I get it.
Understood.
But, you know, maybe not with the live alligators.
I told you, it is Hunger Games. He's the game master.
You know what? He is.
He's over here like, dance, monkeys, dance.
For my entertainment. Yeah, that makes sense. So, anyways, they're packing up, and they're like, you know, it would be great to go to the beach next. And Tamaki, coming in to save the day, quote unquote, is like, no, Haruhi doesn't like that. She doesn't want to go to the beach.
Actually, while I'm not really a fan of the water, if it's beach water, I could be here for it.
Yeah, not this fake pool themed park.
Not the fake pool themed with your fake ass alligators. I love the real ocean and the sharks and the jellyfish and the whatever else lies in the ocean.
The other
here
murderous
for all of it.
things, the dolphins that will hump me. You know, yeah.
The mermaids that will slowly and sultrily sing to me and pull me under. Here for it.
Absolutely. I mean, who doesn't? That's an authentic experience.
It is. As long as you could just be unalived at the end of it.
Honestly, I feel that.
But like, you're just so happily going to your death.
Yeah, it just, you know,
I'm dying and I know it, but I'm happy.
I'm so
fine.
happy. It's peaceful. I hear it's supposed to be a peaceful death.
Going by mermaid?
Yeah, and just drowning.
Is that what you hear?
Just drowning.
Who's telling you this?
You know, lore that I read up in my spare time. Shut up, don't judge me.
My mermaid friends have been telling me.
Actually, Stephanie,
every time I take a shower,
like 8, when I was like 8 and I had a pool, I was a mermaid. That was my thing. I was a mermaid when I was 8.
They're just coming out the pool filters. They're like, Hannah, we're the mer people.
And I was like, my kingdom!
AKA salmonella swimming around
I'm
your
just
pool.
like trying to shove my head to the filter thing.
Oh, love it. Here for it.
Ariel, it's me, your long
My
lost
people
sister.
need me. No, your long lost cousin.
Oh, yes, my cousin.
Stay on point, okay?
I'm so sorry.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, it's true. You're just saving my bacon every time.
Exactly.
Jeez, we got off on... Okay, anyways. So...
Tangent after tangent. Wraps up.
So
It makes it sound like our next stop is to the beach.
Yeah, next filler episode. Well, not next, but
All the filler episodes. All episodes.
But the next time they decide to go on a vacation,
Fingers crossed.
or whatever it is, it's gonna
It's
be
the
the beach because Haruhi's like, actually, I would like that, and Tamaki changes his tune, and he's like, oh, anything for yes, let's go to the beach. That sounds like fun.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how it ends. And I guess it was a decent day, but I don't know.
I feel like, as far as episodes go, because I know you use the word filler, I feel like all these episodes are filler. All the episodes are just fluff.
Yeah, you're probably
They're all
right.
fluff pieces. But I feel like this episode in particular lasted a little longer in terms of just how it made me feel. Like some of the episodes, I feel a little more engaged, and I'm like, whoa, that was 22 minutes, like so fast. And this one I was like, is this just like the episode that's never going to end? Because it just felt like a stream of like incoherent, inconsistent things that were just happening one after the next.
I mean, when you think about
Hijacked into a car, hijacked into a fitting room, and then suddenly like in a pool using a dude as a surfboard. Wait, also I'm not on my surfboard person anymore.
I'm drowning.
Yeah, it was just so many like unrelated things that were happening.
I mean, honestly, I would say that this is exactly what, if I was sick and had a fever, this would be...
This is your fever dream.
A fever dream, for sure.
Where it's just like things are happening and you're like, what?
Yeah, like this, why is this here?
What?
I'm in a simulated tropical island because there is a grid sky over me. There are literal, like, dangerous tropical animals. There are alligators after my ass. They want to, like, grab me and roll me over in the water so I drown. And they
these alligators have all been happy up until a certain point until, like...
Now?
Yeah.
Until now.
Tamaki hits a tree after slipping on a banana peel.
It was a lot.
Oh, we forgot to count the other banana peels.
Like, the other 2 times were Takashi
banana peeling it.
Yeah,
Which was it was just uncharacteristic because he's not a clumsy character.
No, he's really not.
And Tamaki is more of like the clumsy goofball.
He would get the banana peel for sure.
Right.
All the time. Yeah, so that, it was definitely a fever dream. I would not be able to process that if that actually happened. To be like, ooh, wow, that really
rough news for you then, Hannah. Just kidding.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I feel like that's why this seems a little bit more unrelated to the other episodes.
Yeah.
Just because of the fact that it feels not quite as in line with what else they've done. Which is like a thing is happening, a crisis is happening, and they're helping to fix it.
Yeah.
This is more just like a tangent to their normal formula.
It's the filler of the filler.
Correct. Which we're here for it.
Yeah.
We like it. I enjoy knowing more about these 2 characters in particular.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you just kind of think of them as one-dimensional. That one's the cute, tiny little brother that's actually sweet and I enjoy. That one's the mysterious, tall, silent type, which is fantastic in its own way. So yeah, it was great to know, okay, they're cousins. Okay, they're masters of self-defense, more or less. Which is kind of shocking, but all right, here for it. But yeah, that's the episode. Overall, I rate that, like a good 6 out of 10.
Oh, I can't rate it. I feel like if we had been reading all along.
Yeah, I know. I just threw that to you, like, out of left field. I'm sorry. But
Next to anime, we should give our
Just
own
start-
personal ratings
Just start
for each
reading.
episode.
Okay.
Because that's a
okay.
really good idea.
Yeah, you know what?
Okay,
That's
you're
probably
6
a
out of
good
10.
idea.
Yeah, no, that sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, we'll start doing that. Why
Mine's a
not?
question mark out of 10.
Oh, question mark. That's extra mysterious. Why?
Guess for us. I'll tell you if you're right. I'm probably never going to tell you if you're right.
Oh, shit. Okay, question mark. Why would you question mark? I don't even know. I wouldn't even know where to go with that.
Fair.
You gotta help me out here. You can't just throw question marks out of 10.
That's it. So thanks
Wow!
for joining us. I look forward to our future beach episode.
Same.
Baka bye.